we can't get ahead in America, really uplifting other black people, and we're openly doing it. We can't, at every level of success that we get to, we openly as black people reach back down and pull other black people up by the masses. They'll close the doors on us.
They who? White folks or black people?
Black people. White people stopped being our enemies a long time ago.
Oh, I can feel the internet right now. Do you believe that?
Yeah, I truly believe that.
Why?
Because capitalism has superseded racism in America. So it's becoming more of nationalism, right? This is America. So that's why you see the Proud Boys, groups like that emerging. White wing conservatives. They're not talking racism. They're talking their country. We're stuck on racism.
Black folks, but people would say black people can't be racist.
We're stuck on the idea of being racist. We don't have the power to be.
The idea of the country and white people still being racist?
Yeah, so we're because we feel that we're owed something. Whether there's reparations or we truly believe and we are owed something, if we're gonna be honest, right? But there's a group that feels entitled, and that's the group that's hurting us, right? So the entitled group uses racism as an excuse, as a crutch, but they really don't know racism, because racism is really hidden in the fabrics of America, in bank loans and why you can't access it. So we see more prejudice than we do racism.
It's interesting. I was on a call today with a brand where I've been talking to this brand that everybody knows for 3 years about a partnership. And I said, you know what? I just want to understand you. When George Floyd died, all of you promised millions and billions of dollars investing in black-owned businesses. You haven't done that, but you haven't told me that you don't want to do it, but you keep stringing me along. Let's just have the conversation. Do you just want us to buy your products and you don't want to invest in our businesses? Because this is what I'm feeling. And that, to me, like as you say, the new racism is embedded in like keeping us down, not really investing in black targeted, not black owned. But why do you think our culture still strives for that white validation? Because I do say in many ways, you ain't gonna stop somebody wanting an endorsement deal or wanting to walk that red carpet of a mainstream platform.
Man, ain't nothing like a Harvard law degree compared to HBCU degree in this country. There's nothing compared to living in Calabasas compared to South Central LA. So the validation is there because we validate one another based off of a good paying job, rather than black ownership, black entrepreneurship, or black economics. Do you have a good paying white man job? So that's always been the validation for us. That's some security that you can die with. Your good paying job, the benefits that good paying job offers you compared to you starting your own business and passing that down as a family tradition or inheritance, right? So, what else do we have to strive for outside of white validation? Black excellence still seeks white validation.
As you say that, I see Jay-Z standing on the Grammys stage.
Puffy checking the people at the Grammys and missing the BET Awards. Rather than making our BET Awards the Grammys, or making our Black Hollywood like the Oscars, we want to fight with them about what's been
and making their show better for
us. But their show isn't strictly for us. Right. So it is no difference than us once having the Negro League, and the Negro League was doing so good it brought them to us.
But who do we blame for the apathy right now with black excellence? Is it black folks? Is it white folks? Is it social media?
You don't blame nobody. You look in the mirror and blame you.
If you're not contributing.
If you're not contributing. So it's kind of like, that's what brought me to the community, right? I'm traveling around the country, and I was partnering with a national lobbyist group out of Washington, D.C. It was called the Campaign Fair Sentencing of Youth. So I became a member of a national youth advocacy program that was called ICANN, Incarcerated Children's Advocacy Network. And so I learned about fundraising, I learned about all these different things. And so throughout traveling and speaking in all these different places and working on laws and legislation, you would hear people say, well, you become the change that you want to see in your community. That was the greatest challenge that I had ever heard. You go become the change that you want to see in the community. So in order to do that, I had to change my belief system.
What was your belief system at the time?
I believed the culture. I believe real niggas went and done time and suffered in agony and they died with pride, only to not know that's not the truth. I believe that 4 friends riding in the car, 1 friend should take the charge for all the friends if he could.
So I'm gonna pause there. You were 12 years old, riding with
14,
riding in the car with folks, got into a situation where a person ended up being murdered.
Yeah.
You told the story. You were 14 at the time.
I'm 14 years old.
You didn't shoot the person, but the person died. You did how many? 10
I
years?
was sentenced to 12 years under the Texas Juvenile Determination